Hi, I'm Jessica Kurtz, commercial trainer with CASEIH. Today, I would like to walk you through new software features and functions for a model year 2026 and newer 2000 series planner on a Pro 1200 display. To access the planner setup wizard, you're going to navigate to the universal terminal run screen, in my case run screen 7, and I'm going to make sure I have the planter selected. From there, I'm going to use the 3-bar menu, and I'm going to open up the calibrations menu, so that's here at the top, and I'm going to select the planner setup wizard. Before you enter into the wizard, you'll see a screen just letting you know that you're going to get a step-by-step process for setting up your planter for optimal operation. I use the arrow here on the right-hand side to navigate to the next step. Okay? In cases where you might need to scroll down, you'll see here this page with a down arrow or an up arrow to scroll up and down. Okay? First step is to select a work condition. I'm going to select corn, okay? And it has this set up. I might have already set this up in my work condition setup page, okay? But I'll select the work condition that I'm getting ready to utilize. I'll select corn, and then I'll move to the next step. Here, right, we're going to ensure that we have the correct rates and how those are linked. So if I were to be planting 2 different varieties, I might select right and left because I might plant one variety out of the right side and one out of the left. In this case, I'm going to have all of those rates linked. Our next step is going to be application control for seed. This is where we're going to confirm our number of seed drives, total row count, and then the number of rows in each drive. You'll notice that the rows in each drive are blue. Okay, that means that I can select those and I can make changes and edit those numbers if I need. After we've set up our application control for seed, we're going to move on to application control for liquid if the planter is equipped with a liquid fertilizer system. So in this case, okay, we're going to make sure that we confirm the same things that we just did on the seed page, okay, our number of drives, total row count, okay, and then you'll notice here there's a little note on the bottom for our setup for rows per section. Okay, you're going to enter values as if you have liquid on every row, even if you do not have liquid on every row. Let's say you have liquid on odd rows or even rows. You're still going to make sure that your total, okay, comes out to and matches your total number of rows or your total row count. Once we have that all set up, then we're going to double check and confirm our measurements. You'll notice that all of these should be grayed out, okay, because we've put those have come over from the planter configuration. Okay? However, the center offset can be adjusted in the case that you do have a little bit of an offset there in your hitch. Next, we're going to look at our work condition and our rows that are enabled or disabled. So if they are green, that means they're going to be active rows. Okay? If you see a row that is red, okay, that's a disabled row and it won't be counted in your swath width. Okay? If you have rows that you want to be counted in your swath width, okay, but not active, you can label them as white or inactive. Okay? In this case, I want to make sure that I have all of my rows set to active because I'm going to be utilizing all 24 of those rows. Okay? And then I'm going to hit my next button. Next, we're going to look at our rates, and we're going to look at ensuring that we have our seed disc configured appropriately for what we have equipped on the planter. Okay, so you want to have some default rates set here. I've got 32,000 and 34,000 set respectively for my corn work condition. Okay, and then I want to make sure that I have my number of seeds per seed disc set appropriately for what I have in my meters. So, okay, if you know this already, or you've used this out of the productivity guide, you can transfer that number over. You can also use, on the question mark here, right, our disc selection guide. So what this will do is you can select whatever crop it is that you're preparing to plant, in this case field corn for me, okay, and it's going to tell you how many seeds per disc are on that specific disc and what disc color that is, just to help you confirm what you have configured. So I can edit that number. Let's say it was different, or I need to make an adjustment. I can do that here. In this case, it's already set at that 27 seeds per disc. Okay. Next step, okay, is then going to be, we're going to look at our vacuum, a bulk fill and product delay on this page. Again, this will carry over from our work condition setup, okay, but we can also make adjustments to that as we work through this planer setup wizard. We're then going to look at our liquid control. We can make changes to our rates, just like we did with seed, but now with our liquid rates. Okay? And we can also look at our liquid product delay as well and make adjustments there. Once I have that set to my liking, I can go to the next step, okay, which is going to be my speed selection. Okay? That's going to open up my available speed selections. I'm going to select tractor ISO speed, okay, and then I can exit out there. Once you reach the end of the planer setup wizard, if you've made changes, be sure to press the blue save button at the bottom of the screen. You can also exit the planer setup wizard by using the blue X at the top of the screen. This has been a walkthrough of the planter setup wizard on a Pro 1200 connected to a model year 2026 or newer 2000 series planter. For more information, contact your local CASEIH dealer.